Your Volvo is hiding things from you. Not faults, not warnings, but clever little features the engineers built in and then barely told anyone about. Owners drive the same car for years and never touch half of what it can do. The seats alone hide adjustments most people walk straight past. The screen hides menus that feel almost secret. And the single best trick, the one waiting at number 1, is a setting buried so deep that even some dealership staff forget it is there. It quietly changes how the whole car feels to live with, and once you know it, you will wonder how you ever managed without it. Stay with me, because we are counting down 10 clever Volvo tricks from 10 all the way to 1, and the last one is the sort of thing you will want to try the moment you drop back into the driver's seat. Number 10. The seats can do far more than slide back and forth. Volvo has quietly built some of the best chairs in the business, and most owners only ever use 2 of the controls. Down the side of the base, you will usually find a lever or a switch for under-thigh extension, which pulls a section of the cushion forward to support taller legs on a long motorway run. Above that sits the lumbar control, and on many cars, it adjusts in 4 directions, rather than just in and out, so you can raise or lower the support to meet the exact spot your back needs. Higher trims add side bolsters that squeeze inward to hold you in place through bends, and some even offer a massage function for long journeys. Some cars with memory seats will store your ideal position and recall it the instant you climb in, so a shared car stops being a daily argument over settings. Spend 10 minutes setting all of this properly, and a car you thought was comfortable suddenly feels tailored to you. Aching after a 2-hour drive almost always means the seat was never set up right in the first place. Number 9. The key fob is cleverer than it looks. On most modern Volvos, you can hold the unlock button for a few seconds and the windows will begin to open on their own, which is a small miracle on a baking summer afternoon when the cabin has turned into an oven. Cars fitted with a panoramic roof will often vent or open that too, letting the hot air pour out before you even reach the door handle. Hold the lock button in the same way and everything closes again. Handy when you have wandered off and cannot remember whether you left a window down. The fob will also flash the indicators to help you find the car in a busy car park. None of this appears in the little quick start leaflet, and plenty of owners spend years winding windows down by hand at the curb when the key sitting in their pocket could have done the job from across the road. Number 8. Volvo takes the air inside the cabin seriously, and the system that manages it is called Clean Zone. It watches the air coming in and can shut the intake automatically when it detects something unpleasant outside, such as sitting in traffic behind a smoky lorry. You can also set the car to freshen itself before you climb in. Through the climate menu on the central screen, there is an air quality section where you can switch on interior preconditioning, which runs the fans and filters to clear stale air ahead of a journey. On plug-in and mild hybrid models, this can happen while the car is still plugged in, so you draw on mains power rather than the battery. Owners who suffer with hay fever swear by it through the summer, because the cabin filter traps a large share of the pollen that would otherwise stream in through the vents. It works quietly in the background and asks almost nothing of you. Number 7. The boot hides more tricks than almost any other part of the car. Estates and the larger SUVs come with a small folding hook, often tucked into the side trim, that holds a carrier bag upright so your shopping does not tip over and roll around on the way home. Many cars have a movable load divider or a dedicated grocery bag holder built into the floor, and the rear seats usually drop flat with a single pull on levers set into the boot walls, rather than making you walk round to each door. Lift the boot floor and you will often find extra storage for cables, a warning triangle, and a first aid kit. Up front, the tunnel console between the seats slides or lifts to reveal a surprisingly deep bin, and there is frequently a hidden tray beneath the cup holders. Learn where everything lives, and the car swallows far more than you would ever guess from the outside. Number 6. The lighting can be tuned to greet you and to look after you. Deep in the settings, you will find options for approach lighting, which wakes the car up and casts a pool of light as you walk towards it in the dark. And home-safe lighting, which keeps the headlights burning for a set time after you lock up, so you can reach your front door without fumbling for a torch. You can usually choose exactly how long they linger. There are ambient light choices for the cabin too, with brightness and color that many owners never move from the factory default. While you are in the menus, the service reminder can be reset from the car settings screen after a bit of maintenance, which saves a trip back to the dealership just to clear a nagging message. Small touches, all of them, but together they turn a dark driveway into something far less of a stumble on a wet winter night. Number 5. Pilot Assist is one of the strongest tools Volvo offers, and far too many owners leave it switched off because they never learned how to set it up. It brings together adaptive cruise control, which keeps a safe gap to the car ahead and slows and speeds up for you with gentle steering support that helps keep the car centered in its lane on the motorway. You turn it on through the buttons on the left of the steering wheel, set your speed, and choose your following distance with a separate control just below. It will not drive the car for you, and your hands stay on the wheel. But on a long, dull stretch of motorway, it takes a huge amount of strain out of the journey. Set the gap a little longer than feels natural at first, and the whole system behaves more smoothly, reading the traffic ahead and easing off long before you would have needed to brake yourself. It is worth practicing on a quiet dual carriageway before you rely on it in heavy motorway traffic. Once you learn to trust it, a 3-hour drive stops feeling like such a chore. Before the top 4, a quick word, because the best is still coming, including the fuel-saving hybrid tricks and the hidden screen trick at number 1. Tell me this in the comments. What is the one Volvo feature you found purely by accident? I go through the comments on every video because your discoveries are often better than mine. And since you are already paused, one more thing. If these Volvo deep dives help you get more out of your car, hit the join button under this video and become a channel member. It directly supports the channel and keeps videos like this coming. Back to the countdown. Number 4. The Volvo Cars app turns your phone into a second key and a remote control. From anywhere with a signal, you can lock and unlock the doors, check whether you actually shut them, and see exactly where the car is parked, which is a lifesaver in a vast multi-story. You can start climate preconditioning from your kitchen, so the car is warm on a frosty morning or cool in a heat wave before you step outside. On electric and plug-in models, the app shows your charge level and lets you schedule charging for cheaper overnight rates. There is a send to car feature too, where you look up a destination on your phone and push it straight through to the navigation, so it is sitting ready for you when you set off. Set it all up once, link your account properly, and a fair chunk of the fiddly, cold morning routine simply melts away. Most owners download the app, lock the car once for fun, and never explore the rest. Number 3. Volvo is a Swedish company, so it should surprise nobody that these cars are built for foul weather. Yet the winter features often go completely unused. Many models offer a heated windscreen with fine elements set into the glass that clear frost and mist in a couple of minutes, far faster than waiting for the blowers to catch up. The wiper park area is frequently heated too, so the blades do not freeze stuck to the glass overnight. Heated seats and a heated steering wheel are common, and on some cars you can set them to switch on automatically below a certain temperature. There is often a heated washer nozzle, so the screen wash does not turn to ice halfway up the glass. Dig into the climate settings, and you can have the car warming all the important surfaces the moment you unlock it. On many cars, you can trigger the heated windscreen straight from the climate screen or a dedicated button, and it clears a frozen car in the time it takes to fasten your seatbelt. A Scandinavian winter shaped these features, and a damp British morning is exactly where they earn their keep. Number 2. If you drive a T8 plug-in hybrid, you are sitting on a clever drivetrain that rewards a little knowledge. Through the drive mode settings, you can choose how the car uses its battery. Pure mode keeps you on electric power for as long as the charge lasts, which is ideal for short town trips where you may never wake the petrol engine at all. Hybrid mode lets the car decide for itself, blending electric and petrol for the best overall efficiency. There is also a mode that holds or even builds the battery charge, so you can save your electric miles for a town at the end of a long motorway run where they do the most good. Shift the gear selector into B, and the car steps up its regenerative braking, harvesting energy back into the battery as you lift off, which comes close to one-pedal driving on a downhill. Charge overnight, drive thoughtfully, and your fuel bills can genuinely shrink to a fraction of what they were. Number 1. Here is the one worth waiting for. The tall portrait touchscreen is not just a big display, it is a stack of hidden tools most owners never swipe far enough to find. Swipe down from the top and you reach the settings and the deeper car functions that never appear on the home screen. Swipe left or right and you slide between the 4 tiles for navigation, media, phone, and the car itself, so you rarely need to burrow through menus at all. On newer cars running Google built-in, you can hold the voice button or simply start talking, and the car will set the temperature, plot a route, or find a charger without you touching a thing. The digital driver display can be reshaped too, with a calm layout for cruising or a full map spread right across the dials for a strange town. Spend 20 minutes learning the swipes and the shortcuts, and the car you have owned for years suddenly feels brand new. That is the trick that quietly changes everything. So that is 10 clever tricks hiding inside your Volvo. Now tell me, which one are you going to try first? And did I miss a favorite of yours? Drop it in the comments below, because I go through every single one. I'll see you in the next one.